Hi guys, so I'm going to show you how you can finish coloring up your donuts if you haven't done so already, and how to kind of handle those little background spaces, because there's a couple different options that you can do for the background. So first, I'm going to finish up my donuts. So I just picked some colors that I haven't used yet to add to my donut art, and I'm just going to quickly color these in. So just to go over some coloring techniques. Oh, I thought I grabbed green and I grabbed blue. I was wrong. I am going to start off with this darker blue just at the very edge, and it's not a crazy dark blue, kind of a stormy blue. If you want to blend your colors, I'm going to do green candy with kind of bluish icing. And I'm just coloring really light towards the middle. And then I'm going to color with this lighter blue, kind of a storm blue. It's a little bit, this one's a little, not quite as gray. This one's a little more gray, a little more purple tone to it. And so I'm still coloring a border around each little candy piece, and then very lightly coloring in that middle section, making sure that I fill in and being a detective to get all my white spaces. I'm just going to take a little bit of this kind of bright blue just along the edges, just to make it a little, fancy it up. Feel free to fancy your donuts up a little bit. Fancy that up. And I'm just going to take this kind of tan color for like my donut. And I think I'm going to make this little corner just straight up pink. It's just like kind of a totally frosted, and it's so tiny donut. I'm going to turn this around just to work on my stripes over here. And I think I'm going to keep that pink. And I'm going to go with the purple. So I'm going to start with this pink. And I'm just going to vary my stripes on my donut here. And I'm going to take a little bit of wild strawberry and just brighten up that pink. I'm going to do the same thing for the other pink sections. Take that wild strawberry again, just hit the edges to make it kind of just have a little bit of fanciness. And then I'm going to grab my purple here. This is kind of a lightish purple. And I'm going to color all this in. And get this little section right here. And then use a darker purple, just like I did that wild strawberry. This is plum. To shade my donuts. And if you've already colored your background, you can always go back and add another color on top, like kind of a fancier color to shade your background as well. So you can always, and I'm just going to turn my paper. So I'm going to turn it this way. Work on this little section right here. And again, because these are just little kind of pieces, I'm just picking one single color. And then get this last donut done. So I'm going to do my donut color first. Okay, so I did my donut color. I'm going to do my sprinkles. And then I am going to do my frosting. I'm going to do it this bright kind of peach color. Looks good with orange sprinkles. So make sure you're coloring that border first, even if it's around tiny stuff, and then color in the middle. So border, and then tiny stuff, fill that in. So I'm just going to keep coloring this. Okay, and I could go back with that kind of same orange base with sprinkles if I wanted to kind of just add a little bit of sheeting. And I'm just coloring kind of on the edges with that orange. You see, it just gives it a little bit of shading. If you want to, you don't have to. All right, so I really dig this orange. So I'm going to show you a couple different ways you can do your background. So it's all the kind of the empty spaces that are left in between the donuts. So you can do a solid color. So I will show you what a solid color looks like in these two sections right here. So I'm just going to flip my paper. So these two sections, I'm going to use this orange. I think actually this is red orange. And all I'm going to do is just color a border, and then color this nice and solid. And you can see how that orange color really kind of makes that purple donut pop. So again, just a border. You can use the side of your crayon to create a border right there. And then like this, and then color it in. Nice and solid. So this is one option, just solid coloring. Just a solid colored background, no white spaces, okay? Another option, and I'm gonna pick a different color. So you're gonna pick one of the techniques that I show you. So another option is to take a color, and I'm gonna take purple this time, and you're gonna start off the same way as you do for solid coloring. So I'm gonna take my crayon, I'm gonna color a border, okay? And then color a border, and color a border, and then get this top edge. Coloring on the edge of paper is so kind of annoying. There we go. So I have kind of this space, this shape right here. And I would just keep that going over here and then go over and over, and then I'll show you how to fill that in. So now I have this shape right here. So what you can do is press down pretty hard, and then as you work towards the middle of this shape, you just start to press lighter, just to give it kind of almost like a dark to light. And as I'm going towards the middle, I'm just coloring lighter. So I have kind of a dark outside edge and then a light middle. And then I would do the same here. Now you can leave it like this, or you can choose to take a different color and then just kind of a lighter color and color in the middle if you wanted to. So you can see they look kind of different. This is like light in the middle. This is nice and solid. Just two different ways to do it. And then the third way you can do your background, and I'm going to do it kind of, I think, in this space right here, is to actually make a pattern. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a couple colors. So I'm going to take red, violet, and purple, and then I think I'll take this light purple. So I'm kind of taking colors that are similar. You want to pick, and again, you don't have to pick the same colors I do. You pick any colors that you want that you think match and look good together. Okay, so I'm going to take these, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with the two darkest colors, and I'm going to leave the lightest one till the end. So I'm actually going to draw some stripes. So didn't draw them with a pencil first, didn't draw them with a marker first, just drawing some stripes. And if you're doing this, your stripes would like kind of keep going. So it's almost like if you're imagining like your stripe would stop and then it would keep going. Okay. So I'm gonna put my little stripes in there, and I made them kind of thick. They're not perfect. They're definitely not 100% even. Okay, so my stripes. Now I'm going to take my crayon, I'm going to go the other way. So I'm just going to make kind of a stripe across this way and like imaginary line here. And maybe I go across this way and then across this way and across this way. I'm just kind of like guessing where it would be. It's not perfect. Then I'm going to take this other kind of dark color and I'm just going to draw lines, more stripes where I have space. So, and you can see my stripes are definitely not perfect. They're just kind of there. Okay. And then I can do stripes this way. So I could do some more stripes going this way. I'm just crossing, just coloring right over what I already have. Okay. And I made kind of like a plaid, kind of like a pattern. And then I can take, now you can leave it like this. So it almost looks like it has like a fun like napkin or something underneath it. Or I can take my light purple and just very lightly fill in that space that's left over. And I'm still coloring my border just very lightly. It's kind of just blending it to fill in the white spots. Okay, so something like that. Or you could even do something where you do polka dots. And then just color the background space left over. And because I used a dark green for my dots and a light green for the rest of the background, I can just color right over that darker green. And you can still see my polka dots. Okay, so couple different options for your background. You can do solid, light, and dark. You can do just one solid color, or you could pick a pattern and you can make up your own pattern. You don't have to use the same patterns I did. You could do any kind of pattern you want. I would still, the one thing I didn't mention is make sure you fill in the space of your donut holes too. So don't forget that you would, whatever you decide, that you would still be filling that space up with those patterns. Okay, like I did over here. So those dots continued underneath and you could see through the donut hole. All right, guys, I hope this was helpful. I hope you enjoyed it and have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.